the Hinsdale Volunteer Fire Department. Formed in 1926, Chief Larry Turner.
That's a 1991 Mac Marion Pumper rolling down. This is a 1937 Buffalo Pumper right behind it.
Part of the Hinsdale muster team.
There you go. They compete in events throughout Western Massachusetts, muster events. Pittsfield YMCA performance team.
It's a gymnastics team focusing on, of course, strength, flexibility, endurance. And perhaps a future gymnast right there. Let's take a look at some of their acrobatics. Nice aerial shot of those moves. Tell you, you got to be a kid to be able to do that all the way down the parade route.
Well, there are some firefighters who do the same thing.
Yes, as you can see, the crowd just completely mesmerized by these performance teams that we have going by. The gymnastics, the flexibility, the focus, being able to do that all in this heat is really,
a lot of talent in this parade. This is the CYC junior and senior all-star cheerleaders.
Now they are made up of 56 boys and girls from grades 4 to 12. They placed second at the national competition in Springfield in April. Second in the nation.
They practice all summer long. I tried doing this in my living room, but the ceiling was too short.
Oh, is that what happened to your head?
Yes. Thank you for noticing.
Between acts, just marching along around, getting themselves ready for each new call.
Great organization, Catholic Youth Center of Pittsfield.
Yes. And that takes courage to do this over pavement.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes, we are fortunate to have a CYC. Here we go. That's teamwork.
Teamwork, cooperation. The values that they are, that's exactly what they're there to teach. Pittsfield Community Television, here with you today.
Countywide.
As well as worldwide via the internet.
And here's our Youth of the Year for the CYC, Kyle Muzzy. The YMCA, it's Carly Garofano.
We have the Boys and Girls Club, Lauren McMahon, and the Gladys Ellen Brigham Center, Juliana Martinez.
Congratulations. They don't just give those awards away.
Very upstanding examples.
You have to earn it.
Yes.
She looks proud, and she should be.
And you know, all youth have an opportunity to just get involved in the community and make a stand and stand out.
That's what makes it such a wonderful organization. This is the Moodus Drum and Fife Corps from Moodus, Connecticut. Dalton Fire Department. Now these guys usually put on a performance in the 4th of July parade. Led by Chief Jerry Cahalan and Assistant Chief Christopher Cachet. This is a brand new KME CAFS pumper.
I think they were doing some acrobatics up ahead.
They always do.
Hear the crowd cheering. They love it. It's a big crowd pleaser. And that is the Dalton Rescue Truck. As we referred to earlier, it's not just firefighting. It's rescue teams, emergencies of all kinds.
That's right. And this is the Berkshire Shrine Club. Since 1934, a unit of the Melha Shrine Center in Springfield.
Yes, and their activities help support the 22 Shriners hospitals that provide orthopedic, burns, and spinal cord care.
Now, they typically have just a few small units in the 4th of July parade, but if you really want to see the full Shriners, contingent. The North Berkshire Fall Foliage Festival Parade has everything. It's a parade within a parade.
Yes, the parade within a parade. And this is only a small sampling of what you can see.
Oh, yes.
Yes. They love going up and down that route.
Now, they're
And they
able to
get very
save their
close.
engines by going round and round in circles throughout the parade route.
Yeah, they can afford going at a higher rate of speed doing
Yeah.
that. But it's also a lot more fun to look at.
That's what I was just going to say. It's entertaining, too. And for all the charitable events that they take part in, they support 22 Shriners hospitals that provide orthopedic, burns, and spinal cord care.
They have them, oh yes, many vehicles. Why don't you identify those? All I know is they look like fun to me, if you can.
I've always just thought of them as mini trucks,
Mini
and mini
Jeeps.
cars, and mini Jeeps. And
I
there's
said
many
smart
of them.
car earlier, but I was wrong, so. Like I said, they just look like fun.
Oh, they're always clowning around.
Oh, it's kind of a hot day to be shoved in a trunk.
He probably has an air conditioner in there.
I would hope so. I hope they have a key.
I wonder if he's bugged. It's a VW bug.
Wow.
That was a bit of a
Great.
stretch. Okay.
That was.
All right, I'll take that back.
And he's waving right to us there.
That's Solo. And there's a clown that's really good on his feet.
It looks like we have one Shriner closing out the unit. Keeping them all rounded up, I would assume.
Just keeping an eye on things.
And we have the Adamsville Ancients Fife and Drum Corps of Delmar, New York.
And this is Greylock Federal Credit Union, Greylock Insurance, and the Berkshire Museum. Joining forces to bring you All-American Summer Tradition, meaning kites.
And beautiful kites they are.
I don't think there's enough wind today to take them up.
Those are all hand decorated. And they also have the let's see, a fire engine coming along with them.
bubbles. Well, they just have it all going on right now.
It's always a good time for bubbles. Yes, they're making themselves known, that's for sure.
And that's just another way of Greylock supporting the community by supporting the Berkshire Museum.
Now we have the Capeless Cub Scouts Pack Number 5 float,
Winner of this
Yellowstone
year's-
National Park.
Yep, and winner of this year's Grand Prize Award.
Looks like they picked up a piece of Yellowstone and popped it right in their float. There's the geyser.
Hello, Cubbies. Soon to be Boy Scouts. And now we have the Cheshire Volunteer Fire Department, led by Chief Tom Francisconi.
And they've been providing services to the town of Cheshire since the late 1800s. They consist of 41 members, including firefighters and EMTs. They have with them their very first powered fire engine.
Trying a
You can see on the side of your
1935
screen.
Diamond T.
Such great restoration work that keeps these things in shape.
That's followed up by a 2003 Smeel Pumper.
Which is
So-
their latest fire engine, so they're showing us their first and their most recent. Just giving us a chance to take a good look at their state-of-the-art equipment and assisting the town of Cheshire.
with Cheshire Pressure. So, if you have a problem in Cheshire,
I knew you were going to point that out.
you've got Cheshire Pressure.
The X45, the gentleman just gave it to me. He's on the muster team.
We have a 1925 Mercedes-Benz SSK Roadster replica of the Wretched Mess Garage. Love that, Wretched Mess. It's giving us a chance to get a good look.
I wonder if that's just another name for a chow hall, a wretched mess.
I think in some circumstances, yes, but
Or
not
is
our
it-
wonderful communities that are participating
Or do you
today.
think it's just a disorganized garage? I don't know.
And we have the Bissellville Muster team today.
And they have a fully restored 1932 Han fire truck. Restored by 3 generations of the Patel family.
And more of the Thistleville team. I almost said Bustleville.
You did.
No, I just did.
And they also have a 1919 American LaFrance white fire truck.
And still going strong on the parade. Let's take a nice quick side as we gear up for the next round.
Trying to stay a little bit shaded anyway.
At this point, you just have to say this is what it is. Here we are in the sun.
Youth Alive.
Community-based performance arts program in Pittsfield.
And they perform at a number of venues throughout Western Massachusetts and beyond. The senior group recently auditioned at the historic Apollo in Harlem, New York. The mission of Youth Alive is to teach life skills, enhance self-esteem, and support the youth in making, well, just good decisions.
And they really have some powerful performances.
This group seems to get bigger and better every year. Youth
That's good to
Alive.
see. That's good to see. It's outreach. People learning more about them and wanting to join in.
Tom Vagnini in his 1926 Packard Phaeton. Notice he's driving from the right-hand side. And that's because this particular model is exported to Australia.
Wow. And we have with us Berkshire Volleyball, promoting for over 40 years the development and growth of volleyball in the Berkshires.
And if you want to become part of this, and it looks like a lot of fun, you can just see them on Facebook with Berkshire Volleyball.
Blown up volleyballs. Not as hard as the normal volleyballs. They're lobbing them into the crowd. Oh, they do have a real volleyball there with them.
Yes, they do, and they're playing without a net.
Everybody wins.
This is Bob Catroci and his 1931 Chrysler Rumble Seat Roadster. A fixture in his showroom on East Street at Pete's Chrysler for many years. And this is a 1956 Chrysler St. Regis Coupe, driven by Bob's grandson, Jack Catroci.
One generation to the next, to the next. And we have WUP, WBEC, WSBS, and WNAW.
Spoken like a true radio person.
And they bring with them the band Whiskey City. They play hits from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and they're coming down the route. And Whiskey City is playing tonight after the Suns game.
these radio stations, of course, all part of the Vox radio group.
Oh, and there we have Whiskey City.
There we go.
Southern drawl. They just can't help it 'cause they just keep falling for the boys round here. Drinking that ice cold beer. Talking about girls, talking about trucks. Kicking them random rolls and kicking up the dust from the boys round here. Sending out a prayer for the man upstairs. Backwoods legit, don't take no lift. Shoot it back and shoot it back and shoot it back and spin. Ooh, let's ride. Let's ride. Ooh, let's ride. Put those hands up. Come on, Pittsfield. Let's ride.
Whiskey City.
Let's ride. We're gonna take a little ride to the hood. Let's ride. Like it on the ground.
So we have Freddie the Firecracker Balloon by the Elks Club with Carriers. And we think we know what that means just looking at him. A firecracker for the day.
Well, I guess he's going to Wacona Park for tonight.
Oh, he's got his ears plugged. Yes, this is a very difficult time if you have sensitive ears.
Or if you're a firecracker, but he brings it on himself, it's his own fault. What happens to all that helium when he blows up? 1,500 cubic feet. This is Ms. Mona's kids' wear.
They're doing their own flag line with children in red, white, and blue clothes.
I wonder who cleans up after that firecracker. Years gone by. A 1930 Ford Coca-Cola delivery truck with 16 cases of Coke. Now, are they sharing that along the route?
It looks like they're in those, perhaps those vintage bottles and carrying cases. You haven't had a Coke until you've drank one in one of those bottles.
An ice cold Coke. After
Sounds good
something,
right about now.
After yes.
Then we have the Roaring 20s. Oh, I'm sorry, 1956 Ford Crown Victoria.
That's right. That's the kind of car today that state police drive. Crown Victoria. Well, not that one, but I mean, you know, they try to keep current if they can.
Here we go, the 1922 Star Touring Car.
Yep, with John Foster.
You really don't see many vehicles from the 20s
Not anymore.
operating. That's major restoration.
It has to be a lot of work and
90 plus years old.
trying to maintain them. Where do you get the parts?
We have the Kids Zone dance team living in America.
Started in 2010 by Latonia Morton. I'm still in the 1900s, you see.
Now they're a hip hop and pop dance team, and they perform in many community events. We've seen them at Third Thursday, Live on the Lake, nursing homes, past parades. Kids Zone is there.
And this year they're grooving to the sounds of James Brown's Living in America.
And here we see one of their performances now. Staying rounded up as they make it down the route between performances. And the Kids Zone van following them up. Now we have the Windsor Volunteer Fire Department.
And as many of you know, June 30th, 19 Granite Mountain hotshots died while fighting a wildfire in Arizona. In tribute to them, Windsor firefighters are dressed in wildfire gear and accompanied by their 1971 forest fire truck. Wildland firefighters always march single file for safety and accountability. And there you see.
It's a very timely tribute they have for them today.
Led by Chief Michael Terrell, the Windsor Volunteer Fire Department. And here's Smokey the Bear, the Department of Conservation and Recreation. Only you can prevent forest fires.
You always wanted to say that.
I have.
Into a microphone.
On TV, never had a chance.
Just fulfilled a dream.
Thank you, PCTV. The Village Volunteers Fife and Drum Corps from Del Mar, New York. Here we have the Berkshire Rowing and Sculling Society, AKA also known as BRASS.
Now they are dedicated to the sport of rowing, sculling, and the camaraderie that it offers.
And this is a Best First Time Entry Award winner.
I'm sure they're very eager to get those into some bodies of water at some point soon.
We have some great bodies of water to put them in, too, with Pontusic Lake, Onoda Lake, Windsor Lake, a whole bunch of places to go.
They are the right place in the right weather in the right season. Can't keep these things grounded for very long, or the people involved in them.
I don't know it.
Now they also mention racing the Green Mountain Head in Vermont, head of the Housatonic in Connecticut, head of the Fish in New York, head of the Charles in Boston.
Oh, if you've ever seen them on the Charles, it's so graceful to see them moving down the river.
Just gliding right through. Now we have the Racing City Chorus of Saratoga Springs, New York. A barbershop chorus singing patriotic songs.
Grace on me.
could see a lot of people
Wow.
along the route singing along with that wonderful group.
And we have the Mildred Ellie and Brett Haas Racing.
With 2011 Lebanon Valley Championship driver Brett Haas in the Racing for Education program.
Members of Mildred Ellie trailing along.
They offer programs in business management, cosmetology, early childhood education, massage therapy, medical assisting, and many more.
Here we have our Knights of Columbus.
Knights of Columbus 4th degree is Mr. Guy Noto, master. Their float winner of one of the winners of this year's Judges Special Recognition Award.
Okay, we have the St. Joseph Marian Center float. Representing St. Joseph Marian Center of Albany, New York, Division of the World Apostolate of Fatima.
The Colonel John Chester Fife and Drum Corps from Wethersfield, Connecticut.
Berkshire Theater Group, joining us with members of the cast of their production of Peter Pan.
Including, of course, Peter, Wendy, John, Michael, Captain Hook, and more. And of course, there's still time to contribute to this year's parade. They're at the $61,000 donation mark, and the Bucket Brigade can help bring in some more.
And here we have Performance Automotive, joining us with various models and years of Saabs.
26 years of servicing just one type of automobile, the Saab.
And here we have Cars of Lebanon Valley. Lebanon Valley hosts stock car racing every Saturday night from April through September.
And they too have been recognized with the Judges Special Recognition Award. You can see them every Saturday night at Lebanon Valley, April through September.
Oh, and somebody providing the crowd with much needed relief from the heat. Everybody's always hoping they're in line for that.
Like me?
He missed you, Pat.
Yes.
Don't worry, I'll dump some water on you when we're done.
I'll bet. And when I'm not looking, too. the Lanesboro Fire Department, saluting our town to the north.
Now they do about 389 calls a year.
That's a lot.
And they have 45 men and women making up their department.
Led by Chief Charles Durfee.
You can see many of them here marching.
And Lanesboro, of course, home to the Berkshire Mall and Josh Billings.
And they have a very special member of their department riding on top.
Now he could probably use a quick spray.
Keep hoping, Pat. And we have the past tense band.
Based here in Pittsfield. Let's listen in. And the American Red Cross, Berkshire County chapter, located right here in Pittsfield, founded in 1895. Jody is chair dancing right now.
I thought you'd keep that a
She is,
secret.
to the past tense band. This is St. John's Lodge, number 10.
And they're accompanied by members of some of their summer youth sports programs.
And worshipful master Manfred Slaughter. I want to give a shout out to our friends at North Berkshire Community Television and also our friends in Lee for making this, and of course Time Warner Cable for making this countywide telecast possible, and the folks at PCTV for making it worldwide. Pittsfield Babe Ruth team. Pittsfield Babe Ruth is an original 1954 charter member of the organization formed in Massachusetts.
Now they're riding a 1967 Maxim Model S pumper fire truck owned by Jim Conant.
I'd love to see his driveway.
And we have WBRK Inc.
with Rick Belter.
as well as other radio personalities such as Rich Whitman, Bob Heck, Cheryl Tripp Cleveland, walking right along the group.
The Moments House, local support community for anyone impacted by a cancer diagnosis.
It's all about making memories one moment at a time.
A wonderful support group.
Moments House. And there's our Barrington stage cast who you saw earlier if you were watching the pre-parade show.
That's right, performing Little Mermaid.
That is their youth theater program.
And that'll be
You're looking
performed
at.
all summer long. Well, just about.
They cannot help themselves from performing.
What a terrific opportunity for students locally to get involved with Barrington Stage Company and get a chance to see what it's like on the professional level.
Okay,
The
we have
Marksmen, Drum and Bugle Corps from Chicopee.
This year, the Corps is celebrating their 25th consecutive year of operation and performance.
Earlier in the broadcast, you were talking about, Jody, all the old fire trucks and how they're very well preserved. And this is an organization here that is responsible for a lot of that. Berkshire Spamfi.
Yep, they preserve antique fire apparatus. They cover western Massachusetts and eastern New York. They have over 40 privately owned and operated pieces of fire apparatus. They're very dedicated to preserving the history of firefighting.
And this is our honorary Grand Marshal, Mike Joyce. With the Oldies But Goodies gang. Mike, a longtime contributor to the community, passed away unexpectedly last December 26th. Sang for Sacred Heart Church. And here's the Oldies, a group that he sang with for a long time. And they'll be performing this song and a number of others at a special benefit for the parade at Reed Middle School, September the 21st. So do try to make it over for that. It's a benefit for the parade. It's something we need and love to have here in Pittsfield. The Oldies But Goodies. And a tribute to Mike Joyce.
And here we have our Pittsfield Parade Committee.
Which makes it all possible.
Taking their victory lap down the route.
And they'll be meeting probably next week to start work on next year's parade.
Yes, they will. It's year round.
And how fitting, the Statue of Liberty
That is absolutely beautiful.
Bringing up the rear. And handled by members of the parade committee.
And access to the Statue of Liberty actually just reopened today.
And there you have it, the 2013 edition of the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade.
It's coming to a close.
Coming to a sad close, but lots of activity coming up throughout the rest of the day and weekend in and around Berkshire County, so be sure to take advantage, especially most immediately the Pittsfield Suns baseball game tonight at Wacona Park.
Yeah.
And
Fireworks.
followed by the fireworks.
Fireworks. Don't ever miss the fireworks.
And Whiskey City playing at Wacona Park
And
right after the ballpark.
you heard a sample of them as they were going down the route.
You know,
They're an excellent band.
I picked this up at a friend gave it to me when he found out I was going to be co-hosting the parade, and it's a program from the 1910 Pittsfield 4th of July Parade, and in it talks about, in fact, the fact that there was a baseball game at Wacona Park that night in 1910, and it was also followed by a fireworks display the same way we're doing it today. But the fireworks display back then was held actually not at Wacona Park, but in a space between Colt Road.
Oh, and we're looking at Carolyn on our camera.
And South Street. So actually the parade or the fireworks were to the south of us.
So we'd like to thank everybody involved with the parade committee and also the Pittsfield Community Television staff crew. It's not just staff today, it's volunteers as well. We have volunteers here. We have the staff member in our truck. We have Matt Tucker, who is our producer today, taking the reins for the first time. He's on our staff and assisting, with our executive director, Bernie Avalli. We have Sean Sear, our chief engineer. There they are in the truck. There's Matt waving and Sean. And we have Dave Cachet, who's always here, and myself, who is a member of the staff of PCTV.
And me.
And you, member of the Pittsfield Parade Committee and Time Warner Cable.
And it's been a wonderful time. Jody, I look forward to hopefully doing many more years of this telecast with you.
Oh, and that's Karen. Karen on one of our cameras, Karen Roche, waving to us. As you can see, the crowd dispersing. The parade is actually still going on. That's always so hard for me to believe.
Yeah.
People down at Wacona Park are still seeing. I've always wondered the timing of that.
I was just thinking that. I wonder how long it actually takes.
We have Bernie and Ryan Cowdery and Bernie Avalli of PCTV.
Are we getting them all?
I'm hoping we are.
Yeah.
We seem to be. It's kind of a crazy time. But yes, I wonder what they're seeing down at the end of the route.
I hope it's as good as what we saw.
Okay, well, that is us wrapping up Pittsfield Community Television's coverage of the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade. We'd like to thank you all for watching. Please sign in and let us know, online at www.pittsfieldtv.org or on our Facebook page, Pittsfield Community Television, how you saw us today.
Yes. Let us know your thoughts.
Let us know your thoughts. How did the stream work for you? And I think we're just signing off here. This is Jody saying goodbye. Good luck.
Kelly.
Have a great holiday. Enjoy your picnics, relaxing. If you have to go to work, just know that, everybody's around enjoying this day somewhere.
It's gotten off to a great start. Can't help but have a great day. So enjoy. Pat Kelly with Jody Cordana.
Signing off.
Thank you for watching Pittsfield Community Television's coverage of the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade 2013, live from Park Square. We hope you enjoyed this program and all the other quality programming seen on our 3 channels throughout the year. With Access Pittsfield, Pittsfield ETV, and CityLink, we've got Pittsfield covered with public, educational, and governmental programming.